Hi guys, Shayna here with a quick update on the products that I purchased from May Lindstrom that you guys saw in my haul. I actually ended up hauling everything from the line in terms of the skincare. So in my haul you saw that I picked up the Problem Solver mask, the Pendulum Potion, the oil cleanser, the Youth Dew, and the Blue Cocoon. Let me just first say that I think the May Lindstrom line is absolutely amazing. And if you have the right skin type for her products, I think they will work amazingly for you. I love everything about the brand, the aesthetic, the ingredients. May Lindstrom is such a amazing woman. I think she's just so sweet, and I think her products work wonders on most skin types. Unfortunately for me, they didn't work out the best. I have a pretty oily combination skin, and while her products do claim to help, acneic skin or very oily skin, it just didn't work for me, and I feel like so kind of just, sorry guys, my hair is just messed up today. I don't even know. Quarantine hair. I just feel so sad that the products just didn't work for me, because I think they are just beautiful products and I wanted them to work for me so bad. But I think I'm just realizing that I can't use a lot of oils on my skin. And as much as I want to believe that, oily skin types can take oils, I just don't think it works for me. And I'm just sad, you guys. I'm just really sad, because I can't even tell you how excited I was to receive her products. I just love everything about it. They're just gorgeous. I mean, the scents, just the packaging, everything surrounding her brand. I love everything about it. So yeah, let me just get into it. So I've already, so I processed a return for the Problem Solver and the Clean Dirt. So you didn't see that I actually ended up purchasing the Clean Dirt and the Jasmine Garden after, because I got samples of both of those and I love them. Well, turns out that the Clean Dirt, I don't know what happened, but I used it. I used the little sample that that I requested in my initial order, and it didn't have any issues. I thought it was fine. And then when I got the actual bottle that I purchased, I don't know, it gave me hives. Like, I've never in my life broken out in hives from a skincare product. Like, I've eaten bad seafood and broken out in hives, but like, and it wasn't even like bad, I'm kind of exaggerating. It was just like a small patch of hives, like right here. And I did notice that when I put it on, I had a small patch of the Clean Dirt that, like, I mainly focused it on my face, obviously, but there was a small little area that kind of just crept down onto my neck when I was applying it. And I don't know, that's exactly where I had the hives. And I also had like I had a small little hive right here, and my face just felt itchy and inflamed after I used it, and I was so just So I tried it again, because I thought maybe it was because I used my P50 the day before, and not even the night before. I used the P50 the day before, like in the afternoon. I had like a late start, and I didn't do my skincare early in the morning like I normally do. So yeah, I didn't even like wash my face again before I went to bed, because it was like, I don't know, 3 in the afternoon or something. So I just, called it a night, went to sleep. And then the next morning I used the Clean Dirt, and that's when I, broke out in some kind of allergic reaction. And so, yeah, I don't know. And so I tried it again. I didn't use the P50. I just used only May Lindstrom. So I cleansed with the Pendulum Potion. I used the Blue Cocoon, the Youth Dew, the you know, that day, and then the next day followed up again with the clean dirt, and again my face got super itchy. So I didn't get the hives because I didn't leave it on for a minute. I think you're allowed to leave it on for about a minute, but I just kind of like used it as an exfoliating scrub, and then I just rinsed it off. I didn't leave it on. And even then my face felt itchy. So you guys, I don't know. I'm sad, but yeah, and then also the problem solver. I just feel like the problem solver for me, while it is an amazing mask and I think it can work for, you know, a multitude of skin types, it just didn't work for me. And I don't know if it's because it's too stimulating. I know kind of her theory on a lot of her products is to bring heat to the skin to help with circulation, to help heal the skin itself. And for me, I think it's just too much heat for my skin. I don't know if it's like the cinnamon, because she has a lot of warming spices in her products. So, okay, so I have the little booklet that it comes with. So for the problem solver, you know, let me just read the ingredients. The first few ingredients are clays: Fuller's Earth Clay, Red Moroccan Rasool Clay, and then, you know, it has the raw cacao, red algae sea salt, it's got vitamin C, sodium bicarbonate, bamboo carbon charcoal powder, that's what makes it, you know, that nice black color, vanilla, lavender, marshmallow root, frankincense, gotu kola, angelica root, cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, turmeric, and the cayenne. So, you know, maybe it was the cayenne, I don't know. But I just think, coming from someone who has, I mean, I don't have a background in it, but I have done extensive research in the area of traditional Chinese medicine, just for my own self with my you know, health issues that I had years ago. And I've been to many different Eastern doctors, mainly, you know, Chinese traditional medicine, acupuncturists and herbalists. And just from my own kind of knowledge of Chinese traditional medicine, or traditional Chinese medicine, when you have the skin type like that I do, which is more on the oily and combination to acne prone skin, that is usually an indication of too much heat in the body. And I already know that I have too much heat because I've had gallbladder problems in the past. You know, I have too much liver heat. And so I just think that putting too much heat on my skin is not what it needs. So I think when I use the problem solver and the clean dirt, it just really set my skin on like inflammation mode, because I started breaking out in literally like acne after I used these products. And you know, it could have been that I'm just purging. So, you know, the charcoal, the bamboo charcoal helps to bring, you know, toxins and everything out. So, which is a good thing. But I don't know, you guys, like I have not had this type of reaction to any skincare product. And I'm not saying that they're bad products. I'm saying it just didn't work for me. It could work extremely well for you. The problem solver is a coveted mask. You know, a lot of people love it. So I think it just really depends on your skin type. And I wanted to love these products so much because I love May Lindstrom and I love all her, you know, her entire range. I think it's a beautifully curated range of products. And if you have the right skin type, I think it works for you. But like, I mean, you can see, I mean, I don't really want to get too close because it's healing, thankfully. But yeah, like major, and I've never had perioral dermatitis. I don't think it's perioral dermatitis because it's not itchy. It's just, I had cystic acne breakout, and that is not something I do not normally ever get. Like, yeah, I don't. I might get like little whiteheads, but not cystic, hardly. I think the only time I've ever gotten cystic acne spots were like when I was maybe in high school. I don't know, but yeah. So like, I mean, you can see the healing spots that I had, but yeah. And you know, like I said, it could be purging. And so the mask is helping to clear out all the toxins and the bad stuff that my skin has been in my skin. So, you know, I can't blame the mask for, you know, giving me acne and saying that it's like a, you know, it's just not for my skin. You know, it could be helping me, but I don't know. I can't risk that again. Like, as much as I want to use the product, I just can't risk my skin breaking out. I'm just so, like, the healing process of acne breakouts is just, it's annoying. Like, I'm sure any of you that have had it can attest and can relate. But yeah, so unfortunately, those two products from the range, well, actually, I shouldn't say those two, because I also did not really, okay. So like I said, returned the problem solver and the clean dirt. Then I was like, okay, I still was really into the youth dew. And so I was doing the ritual where I'd cleanse my face with the Pendulum Potion, which I have still right here. And then I would go in, you know, onto a wet face with the youth dew. And I just think it was, okay, so at first I thought, okay, my skin felt balanced and everything. I even was like raving about it to Maya Rodriguez. If you guys, you know, you've probably seen her Biologique Recherche videos. I can't use that product. I don't know what it is now. It's like I thought my skin was balanced, and after about a week of using it every single day, my skin just was just overly oily. And I was only using a very small amount, so like less than an entire pump on a wet face. I don't know. So I think I'm just starting to realize that my skin cannot handle all these essential oils and the consistency of an oil. I don't know. As much as I want to be able to, like, I wanted to use only the Youth Dew, and let me get into the Blue Cocoon as well. The Blue Cocoon. Let me just show you guys because I still have it. Okay. If I can describe it, it smells like, and I've heard a lot of people say it smells like kind of like mint chocolate or something like that, but it's something that you have to smell for yourself. Like, it cannot be described very accurately in words. There is kind of that minty, but it's not mint. It's something else. I don't know, but it's probably the Blue Tansy. But yeah, it has that kind of a little bit chocolatey. It's just, it smells really good. But so yeah, I returned the Youth Dew, sadly. I wanted that to work for me so bad because I wanted to, my goal was to simplify my routine, just use very, very high quality organic skincare so that I could, you know, stop buying so much skincare all the time and trying to figure out what works for me, trying to balance my skin. That's my goal. I just want to balance my oily skin. I mean, like I said in my other videos, you know, I don't mind looking a little bit oily during the day. Like, I'm glad that I have, you know, a somewhat oily skin because I know I'm going to be grateful for it when I'm older and I don't have like the super crepey skin. I'm probably, hopefully, going to have more of like the bigger wrinkles, like the expression line wrinkles. And so I'm glad that, you know, I have oily skin, but like I still do want to balance my skin. And that was kind of my goal going into it, was just a simple routine using, like I said, high quality organic skincare that will help to balance my skin. And so I was like, okay, May Lindstrom, because that is the creme de la creme of, well, I mean, organic, artisanal skincare. And sadly, I don't think the Blue Cocoon works for me either. And I think it's the shea butter. I don't know for sure, but I think this is what was really exacerbating the cystic acne. So I stopped using this and I just was using the Youth Dew, but that was making me too oily. So, you guys, I'm just so sad that like I can't use these products. But anyways, the reason why I'm still keeping this is because this is an amazing under eye treatment. Like it makes the lines under your eyes basically non-existent. Like, and by lines, I mean like the ones right here, you know, just the little creases. I was shocked because no cream that I have used does that. Like my Cisalea cream doesn't do that, my La Mer cream doesn't do that, but this does that. So I use this under my eyes. I think it's fabulous under the eyes. I think it is an amazing, just, if you have very dry skin, and I mean dry, flaky, you know, maybe just, yeah, extreme dry skin, this is probably a savior product for you. But unfortunately for me, it just is too, it's just, I don't know, it's too maybe like rich of a, you know, product. And I only use the tiniest amount. Like I know you're only supposed to use a little bit. I was using like, I'll show you how much I was using. Like literally I was using, no, a little bit more than that. I was using that much. Can you even see that? Like that is how much I was using on my entire face and neck. That's it, just that. And so, you know, don't think that I was just piling this stuff on. I was using exactly how it said to use it. I was probably even using less because I know my skin. Oh, it smells so good. So I'm still keeping it. I think it's amazing. I told my husband to use it. My husband has like pretty dry to normal skin type. But he has like a small little dry patch right here that sometimes gets a little bit red. And so I told him, use that. And then I also use it on any dry patches that I have on my body. And it's amazing for that. So I use it on like my cuticles, if I have like, you know, just anywhere that I have dryness. This is really good for. So yeah, I mean, it's not cheap. So I'm definitely going to use this, but it just did not work for my face, unfortunately. So yeah, super sad. Well, I mean, my overall face, it works amazingly for the under eyes. So that is what I'm going to be continually using this for. And it actually works well under makeup. If you use a very little bit, it works amazingly under concealer. So I'm super excited that, you know, I can still use it. So yeah, I'm super excited that I can still use it. Will I repurchase it? Probably not, just because of the price point. I'm sure there's, well, I don't want to say I'm sure. I don't think there's any other like blue tansy type balm that is, you know, completely comparable to this. I think this is the quality of the ingredients and just, yeah, everything about this, about May Lindstrom products are just super, super high quality. And so I don't think that you'll find something exactly the same as this. But yeah, I'm super sad that this didn't work. I wanted this to work, but yeah. So and I didn't even mention the Jasmine Garden. So I love this. Like, if there's something that I'm going to repurchase from May Lindstrom, it is 100% going to be the Jasmine Garden. And I love this. I love the scent. It smells like just, it just smells so good. Just give it to me. It smells so good, you guys. It smells like jasmine flowers, just straight up jasmine flowers. Like, you know, it smells like, what is it called? Like winter jasmine. And it smells so good. Okay, let's see what it has in it. Pure water, witch hazel, colloidal silver. I think that is probably the hero ingredient in this. Jasmine absolute, jasmine extract, rose oil, ylang ylang, vanilla, CO2 total essential oil. Oh, vanilla planifolia CO2 total essential oil. Cacao or cocoa oil. And yeah, that's it. So I don't know. You guys, this is an amazing skin mist. I will definitely be, if I need, you know, I have a few skin mists right now, not gonna lie. But yeah, this is an amazing skin mist. I love it. It is, I think the colloidal silver makes a huge difference in, you know, like healing and especially acne prone skin. So this is a huge win for me. And then, okay. And then I didn't talk about the Pendulum Potion yet. So I'm definitely gonna keep this. I can't use this as my only cleanser. So I think for me, I just can't have too much oil on my skin. I just, you know, I can't. It's just my skin type. So I'm going to use this first to get off any traces of makeup, and then I will go in with, you know, my other cleansers that I have, either my Sisley Fetal Blanc lightning foaming cleanser, or my Osea cleanser, or just any of the, you know, any other type of foaming type cleanser or gel cleanser I will go in with. But this by itself is, while it is a beautiful, beautiful product, and I actually like the scent of this. Some people say it, you know, they're kind of put off by it, but it has this really smoky kind of scent to it, but not in like a burnt way. It's more, maybe it's the frankincense. Let me look at the ingredients. It has this really beautiful kind of dry, earthy, burnt scent to it that I can't pinpoint. Maybe it's the myrrh. I don't know. Okay, let's see. It has tamanu oil, camellia seed oil, macadamia nut oil, avocado oil, olive oil, plum kernel oil, cocoa absolute, Peru balsam oil, sweet orange. So when I first initially smelled it, it had like the citrusy scent to it, but it changes, it morphs the more you kind of rub it in. So it has sweet orange, myrrh, jasmine, ylang ylang, lemon. Yep. So it might be the balsam, but yeah, it just has this kind of foresty, smoky, woody, but citrusy kind of smell. And some people, I guess some people, it doesn't agree with them, or they just don't particularly like it. But I think it's beautiful. It's very grounding. I like to kind of just like inhale it as I'm, you know, massaging it into my skin. And, but it's definitely one of those oil cleansers that you need to use a washcloth to, you know, remove it, because it doesn't have any emulsifiers in it. So it won't just like, you know, wash off with water. But I am going to use that up. Will I repurchase it? Probably not, because I just can't justify paying that price again for an oil cleanser when I can use my Lay, you know, VIPO2, or just, you know, my Chanel. I have the Chanel one as well. So I don't know, you guys. My overall kind of conclusion from May Lindstrom is that it just unfortunately doesn't work for my skin as much as I wanted it to, as much as I love the products, as much as I think the brand is just amazing and wonderful, and the people that work there are just the sweetest people you will ever encounter. They truly, truly care about each customer. May herself, did I mention that I actually ended up talking to her on Instagram? Like she is the sweetest, most just down-to-earth woman. She's so inspirational. I just think she's just such an amazing soul. So I just thank her for making such beautiful products, and I wish that they could work for me, but I just don't think I have the skin type for it, unfortunately. But like I mentioned, if you have very, very dry skin, you know, inflamed from being dry, not inflamed from being oily, I think these products would probably be amazing for you, especially the Blue Cocoon. The Youth Dew would probably work for most people as well. I just think for me, it's just, I can't have that much oil on my skin all the time. It's just, and it's not even that it's heavy. Like, it's not a heavy oil at all. It feels extremely lightweight. It doesn't feel occlusive at all. It sinks into the skin and it just makes your skin feel comfortable. But it was just too much oil for me. The oil cleanser plus the Youth Dew, and then when I was using the Blue Cocoon, that was just oil overload. And I think my skin was like, I can't handle this oil. Coupled with probably the too much stimulation from the Clean Dirt and the Problem Solver, it was like, yeah. So yeah, that's kind of my overall thoughts, you guys. I actually am going back to a lot of my Biologique Recherche products, and funny enough, I know I mentioned in my Biologique Recherche skincare routine video that I didn't really like the Placenta Cream that much, but it's funny because I am absolutely just so happy that I have that cream now, because I'm using it to heal these post, you know, acne spots, and it's helping so much. Like, as soon as I started getting the spots, I was like, I gotta get my Placenta Cream out, because before, you know, I guess you know, you don't really appreciate the product until you really, really need it. And before, I was just using it kind of like as a moisturizer, when I don't think that's really what it's, you know, best intended for. I think it is intended to heal skin that needs it, like mine did and still does. So I actually picked up a few things from Biologique Recherche that are coming in the mail, so I will hopefully be able to get a video out of what I purchased. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts. Sorry to disappoint you guys if, you know, you were hoping for me to be like head over heels for the products, which, I mean, like I said a billion times, I wish that they worked for me. I am just sad that they didn't. But yeah. Okay, and I totally forgot to mention that I picked up another product that is comparable to the Clean Dirt, because I wanted some type of exfoliating dirt type of product. And so I purchased the De Mamiel Botaniques Brightening Cleanse and Exfoliate. This was kind of like, a lot of people that said the Clean Dirt didn't work for them really enjoyed this one. And it's a smaller bottle, but it's the same price. So, you know, it's kind of like, but it's actually a lot more gentle. It doesn't feel as gritty, although I don't mind the grit. Like, to me, I like feeling something, you know, really scrubbing my skin. Like I told you in, you know, in my Sicily, one of my Sicily skincare routine videos, that I absolutely love the Dr. Brandt Microdermabrasion Exfoliator. I think that's like probably the best exfoliator I've ever tried. So, and this is basically, it's the same thing. It's a dirt, you know. Let me just pour a little out so you can see. Oh my God, the smell of this is so good. All right. So yeah, it's the same thing. It's like a, can you see that? You guys, the smell of this is, wow. It smells like chocolate, but mixed with flowers. Like, it smells, I think I read somewhere that to somebody it reminded them of the smell of those erasers that we used to use when we were kids, the ones that had all different kinds of like colors and designs, and like they had a smell, and I read somewhere that it reminded them of those erasers that we used to have when we were kids. And I kind of get that. Like I understand where that person is coming from, because I can kind of get that too. But to me, it smells just more like chocolate, like cocoa powder. No, like milk chocolate. It smells like milk chocolate mixed with like roses or other types of flowers. But yeah, I actually really enjoy this, and I mixed this in with my Lay VIP02 today, just to see what that was like, and it was really good. So let me just read some of the ingredients off for you on this, because for some reason it doesn't even, the little booklet that it comes with, it doesn't have the ingredients on it, and there's a lot of ingredients on this, okay? So this is gonna take a while. It's got Moroccan lava clay, so Rasool clay. It's got kaolinite, which is rose clay, sodium bicarbonate, white clay, colloidal oat kernel flour, vitamin C powder, cocoa seed powder, buttermilk powder, rose powder, Himalayan cedar wood, sandalwood powder, frankincense resin, vanilla bean. It's got rose quartz and red jasper powder, elderflower, marshmallow, grape skin powder, Hawaiian alea sea salt, cucumber fruit, calendula, German chamomile, gochu cola, Panax ginseng, chrysanthemum, horsetail, and then Bespokely Botaniques, created from flower and environmental essences. Lightbringer essence, Alpine Meadow. Self-Heal Les Jardins des Alpes. Harebell, Alpine Ester, Grass of Parnassus. So yeah, that's a lot of ingredients. But to me, the powder on this one is a lot more fine. It's more like, yeah, it's more just like a flour, like, the consistency of flour, whereas the Clean Dirt was just a little bit rougher. But I'm so far I'm enjoying this. I've only used it twice, so we'll see, how it works in the long run. But I love the packaging. Like, look at how pretty this is. Can you focus, please? Look at that. It's gorgeous. Wish it was a little bit bigger, but so I don't want to use this up real quick. Yeah, I love the smell of this. It's such an interesting smell, like the cocoa mixed with the flowers, and something that I like about de Mamiel is that the creator, I think her name's Annie or Anna or Anne, she actually has a background in I think traditional Chinese medicine, so she is much more kind of in tune, I guess, with the idea of, like too much heat or too cooling and things like that. So I think this is a little bit more balanced of a exfoliating kind of product. So hopefully, my skin doesn't have any type of bad reaction to this. I've used it twice and I haven't broken out in any kind of allergic reaction. So yeah, so far I'm enjoying this. I definitely noticed that when I use this, my skin is a lot brighter, and I used it today, like I said, with the VIP02 cleanser. I mixed it together and my skin looked really glowy, like it was shiny. So I thought that was kind of nice. And it wasn't oily at all. Like, it wasn't shine from oil. It was just my skin glowed. So this definitely does what it says it does. So So yeah, so far really enjoying this, and I just like I can't get over how good it smells. Like it smells so good, you guys. So yeah, if you are like me and you can't use the clean dirt for whatever reason, I would definitely check this out. And I purchased this from the Detox Market, but I think there's a few other places that you can get these products. But if you guys have any questions, just leave them down below, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.